Get your reactions ready. The live portion of the show will begin in just a moment.
Judge runs and a towering drive left field. Back goes McCormick. Giancarlo Stanton hits it out. He golfs one, right field and deep, and they've gone back to back. McKinney to the second deck.
It's August 3rd, and it is Game 1 between the Yankees and the Astros. Yankees bats came out swinging tonight, but would their pitching be able to hold it? My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, there will be a show tomorrow night, but I am taking a beach vacation on Saturday, so I'll be back on Sunday to finish off the sweep. Hey, in case you missed it, Anthony Rizzo placed on the IL with a concussion. Apparently, he's been playing with it for about 2 months. We did a little mini live stream about it this afternoon, so go check on that if you have not watched it. The amount of injuries that the Yankees have suffered is incredible. And the ones that they have misdiagnosed are numerous. I always thought A-Rod was just being a douchebag when he sued Dr. Ahmed for misdiagnosing his hip injury. But it turns out Alex was onto something. Way too many injuries being misdiagnosed, going back to Luis Severino and his shoulder and his back and yada, 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 Jacoby Ellsbury, that whole thing. Took way too long to take care of this Rizzo situation. Anyway, I got to admit, I did not feel very optimistic entering tonight's game for two reasons. One, Christian Javier always gives the Yankees fits, just a ton of trouble. He's a great pitcher. And number two, the Yankees scored several runs yesterday. So it felt like they kind of used up their quota for the week. I was worried they kind of left it all out there last night. You know, they're kind of a feast and famine team this season. But to their credit, they knocked Christian Javier out of the game in the fifth inning. Clark Schmidt outpitched him. And the Yankees pick up a very big win over a very, very good team. Saturday is going to be interesting. I kind of wish I was doing a recap, but it's going to be Justin Verlander again. Third time we're going to see Verlander this year after he signed with an NL team. Unbelievable. And Nestor Cortez coming back. I don't think they're going to go very deep in the game with Cortez. Feels like they're starting him against Verlander because it's like we're not going to hit Verlander anyway, so let's let our guy get some work at the major league level and do the kind of Judge thing where they don't rehab. Yankees got off to a great start in the first inning for once. Last night's belt winner, Giancarlo Stanton.
Home run for Stanton.
This night is a wrecking machine.
2-run shot
The ultimate male.
following a Judge walk.
The ultimate meatball.
What have we all been saying? When will Nuclear Stanton show up? Is he even still in there? I hope we're about to find out he is. This is usually how it starts. You know, his struggles really began last season after the All-Star break. Remember how much he was on his feet at the All-Star game and all this stuff? People forget he was the All-Star game MVP last year. Hit a big home run, but then was awful in the second half. Well, that's 2 days in a row with a monster home run, 9 home runs over a 20-game span. And he's a guy that when he gets into that home run groove, if he can just stay healthy, and this is why I don't mind him going slow on the bases. I don't need him snapping a hamstring. Just jog, do what you got to do. We understand. Stay hot. Keep hitting. We need your bat right now. Next batter was Billy McKinney, and boom goes the dynamite. You guys ever see that? Google boom goes the dynamite. Beautiful second deck home run for Billy McKinney. 6th home run of the season. Lefties at Yankee Stadium. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? You know, in 2009, when the Yankees won the World Series, they led Major League Baseball in the number of bats taken by lefties. Since 2019, they have gone 29th, 28th, 29th, 23rd, and 28th this year. Shout out to Doug Rao for sending me that text. Look, got to get more left-handed bats. You see the damage they do. Erlo Demise says, great victory, need more insurance runs against Houston. Judge needs to take notice that they do not fear him. They walked him once, and then they went after him every at-bat after. Yeah, I thought he had some good swings. To quote Aaron Boone after every brutal loss, I really did think he had some good swings tonight. He just fouled a couple back. Looked to me like he was just missing. Would not shock me if... And he's going to get a day off soon. It might be tomorrow night. They might give him the day off after the night game. So he might play tomorrow night, maybe play right field, and then get the day off Saturday. They don't like giving Judge a day off for a big weekend crowd, so who knows. But, you know, it might be a situation where he demands to be in the lineup too. But I think he's going to break. I mean, he's already broken out since he's come back. He's looked really good, but I think he's going to go on one of those home run barrages. To me, the swing looks fine. It looks just like Aaron Judge. He's hitting the ball hard as hell. It's only a matter of time. He's not going to be running as well. You saw it when he was pulling into second base yesterday. Just a little bit, I guess, tentative at times with that foot. But I'm okay with that. Just hit. We just need the bat right now. Astros came right back, got 2 runs off of Schmidt in the bottom half, but he really settled down after that. I got to give Clark Schmidt some credit. I've been very, very critical of Clark Schmidt, very, very hard on Clark Schmidt, and he has really turned it around. He's throwing strikes. He's being aggressive. His mechanics have gotten much, much more repeatable. He added that weird little herky-jerky motion in the beginning of his windup, but to me, it's more he's generating his momentum towards home plate and not falling off. He still falls off a little towards first base. That's why you see that big hop. Right? He's trying to catch his momentum, but it's gotten better. It's gotten to the point where he can adjust to it, and, you know, his kind of brain and hand, they just do the trigonometry to adjust his pitches for that little fall off, and he's done well. But, again, can't get deep into the game, but solid job. Yankees turned a beautiful 6-4-3 double play to end the top of the 4th. Double kill. Gleyber Torres with the bare hand catch and throw. He also blew one the next inning, double clutched on another double play, what should have been a double play, and Altuve beat it out. But hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Oh! Volpe made a nice play at short to end the 5th, with Altuve 90 feet from tying the game. Hard hit ball to his right, fast runner. He made a nice backhand stop in the hole, got the runner at first. Not a super strong throw, but he got rid of it quick, and it was a perfect one-hopper. And any first baseman will tell you that you throw those one-hoppers where it bounces far off, the ball seems to get there quicker because it seems like it physically probably doesn't, but it feels like it picks up speed when it hits the ground and takes that nice little hop. So every night you're seeing Volpe get a little bit more confident, do something good. He had a good night tonight. I'm anxious to see what happens with him in year 2. Clark Schmidt was done after 5, 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Left with the lead, picked up the win. Actually, did he pick up the win? No, he did not pick up the win because they tied it up. Wandy Peralta came in and faced Kyle Tucker and served up a home run to tie it. So that cost Clark Schmidt the win. Honestly, Kyle Tucker and Yordan Alvarez would be like Ruth and Gehrig if they played at Yankee Stadium. Those are the type of guys the Yankees need to develop. I said this on Twitter. You know, Tucker was the 5th overall pick, but Alvarez came from Cuba. If I were the Yankees, I would sign every left-handed bat that I could, in the international pool, and just show them footage of Yordan Alvarez and show them a picture of Yankee Stadium and say, do that. That's exactly the type of hitters they need. And Tucker, he's a 5th overall pick. You got him because you lost, but he's just one of those great young left-handed hitters that the Yankees don't have, that other teams do have, that I wish the Yankees, could manufacture somehow. Bottom 6, Anthony Volpe knocked in the go-ahead run, so Bader drew a walk, stole second base. Volpe knocked him in. But then he got thrown out going to second. So, yeah, that was not a great heads-up play.
If you were to look up all-time bonehead plays...
Yeah, tried to advance, very risky, not a good situation there, got thrown out. So 2 steps forward today, 1 step back. That's growing pains, baby. That's growing pains. Nice play by Billy McKinney in left field, top of the 7th. Ball was hit down near the corner, and he made an aggressive slide to cut the ball off and get it in quickly to second base, held the runner to a single. Doesn't show up in the box score, but those are the little types of things that I feel are worth mentioning. That's the things that good teams do. That's the type of stuff that we saw the Orioles do a lot of. Just really crisp. Just when Aaron Boone says he wants to win in the margins, that's the type of shit he's talking about. Little plays like that ended up, I don't know if it saved a run. There were a couple guys got on. King ended up getting a one-hopper to IKF at third base, who turned the 5-5-3.
Double kill.
And I got to say, IKF at third base is phenomenal. I mean, that's his best position. He had a good night last night in left field, but he's a Gold Glove winning third baseman. And he's making a little bit of contact now. See what he did offensively tonight. 0 for 4, but hitting .254, respectable compared to the rest of this lineup. Tommy Kahnle came in and tossed a 1-2-3 8th inning. Alvarez scared the hell out of me. The trajectory off his bat looked like it was going to go in the seats, but he hit it off the end of his bat, came up well short.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Clay Holmes came in for the 9th. Astros threatened, but Altuve bounced out to end the game. Yankees win game 1 of the series. They gain a game on the Blue Jays for the final wild card spot, and they are 1 win away officially from a winning streak.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
Nick Monaco says IKF should have played third base all year. He's so much more confident. Well, you had Josh Donaldson and you had DJ LeMahieu backing him or blocking him. Now that Donaldson is gone for a while, he said he wants to play again this year, but I don't think he will. And, DJ's played a lot. I'm not 100% convinced that he's healthy. Right now, IKF has hit better than DJ. He's played great defense. To me, he's your third baseman. Use DJ at first base to trade off with Jake Bauers while Rizzo's on the IL, however long that is. And it sounds like it's not going to be a short time. They said they're going to check week to week. That doesn't sound like 10 days to me. That sounds like, at least a month. We might see him back in September, if then. But we might have lost somebody for the season for the second consecutive day. The belt tonight goes to the guy who got a lot of votes last night, came up just short, but today he knocked in the winning run. Let's give it to the kid. Anthony Volpe winning the belt. Look, I think he's getting more confident every single day. I love what he gives this team. I think he's part of the future. I'm so glad the Yankees didn't trade him at the deadline or last season. He practically skipped all of AAA. He played for 3 weeks. And then, won the job in spring training. And so there was development at the major league level that had to take place. Hang on just a second. What the hell? Cat standing on my... I got so many damn cats, and one of them was standing on my keyboard over there, and I could hear it beeping. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, man. 4th belt of the season for the kid. Take a look at the box score tonight. So the Yankees get 5 hits and win the game. Astros got 9 hits. Yankees got the 3 big runs in the first inning. After that, it was pretty slow, but the big run in the 6th from Anthony Volpe. Jake Bauers, 0 for 4. Judge, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Torres had a multi-hit game. He was 2 for 3, hitting .263 on the season. Stanton, 1 for 4 with the 2-run shot. Couple of strikeouts, hitting .204, but the power is coming around. Allen again in for defense late. McKinney played left field tonight, 1 for 4 with the home run, couple of strikeouts, creeping up towards 240. IKF 0 for 4, took the collar. Bader 0 for 3, but drew a walk and scored the winning run. Volpe 1 for 2, now hitting 215. If he hits 230, 240 this season, you have to be happy with it because of where he started. And again, let's not discount the fact that he didn't have, obviously, a major league qualified hitting coach in his first, few months in the big leagues. So, Rortvedt 0 for 1, but 2 walks tonight. And that's one thing we have seen from Ben Rortvedt is that he will take a walk. Like he'll take a close pitch. He'll spit right on a sinker that you throw over the plate. One thing that you noticed about Rortvedt is in his stance, and I'm going to try and do this. He leans way back, right? Can you guys still hear me? He leans way back. It's like he's getting his head in a position to better read the pitch. Now, it's hard to hit for power from that position, but look at somebody like George Brett. He did. Some guys who really lean back and down like that, they're great at drawing walks. Wade Boggs comes to mind. Ricky Henderson comes to mind. I think Ben Rortvedt is going to be one of those guys who has a great on-base percentage eventually if he learns how to hit at least a little bit, because he's going to draw walks. He's going to draw walks. All right, let's fire up the highlights back on the screen here and watch through them for a minute while we take some comments. Nick says we should magnify the box score. I don't know if I can. I'll take a look at it. Technical thing, but I'll take a look. Gabe says Sevy pitches tomorrow with the eyes covered. Look, we need a big start out of Severino. He's got a 7.59 ERA this season. He's 2-5. He's pitching for a contract. If he has a good final 6 weeks, the last thing in people's mind is going to be how well he pitched. But if he continues to get his brains pounded in, he's going to be lucky to get a major league contract. I think somebody will sign him, but he might end up in Kansas City or Oakland or somewhere like that where he's got no chance to win. Got to pitch better. Adams Yanks Cap says, and Stephen A. Smith should accept the fact that IKF is a good hitter now. I wouldn't say he's a good hitter. I'd say he's getting better. He's been somewhat respectable as a hitter. 254 with not much power, still not great. He's got a 686 OPS. He's good compared to a lot of guys on this team, unfortunately, who haven't hit at all. He's good compared to a guy who played with a concussion for 2 months. But I like that he hits for contact. The Yankees don't have a lot of contact guys. I like that he's got a little speed. He's got 9 stolen bases, but still only a 320 on base percentage. He's getting a little bit better. Cat's causing trouble, man. Cat is causing trouble. Leyritz, another guy who leaned way back. Another catcher, too. That's an interesting comparison. Tommy Higgs says, would you re-sign IKF in the offseason? Depends on how much he wants and what the Yankees are willing to spend. I like him. If you got an infinite budget, sure. If he wants $10 million, probably not. If he'll play again for $6 million, why not? That's where the Yankees should be spending money, in the margins like that. Let's see here. Justin Infante says, who do you think our third baseman is next year? Gio Urshela, question mark. Matt Chapman, question mark. Both are free agents at the end of the season. Man, I really hope the Yankees don't sign Matt Chapman. And Gio Urshela is coming off of a very bad hip injury, so unlikely that they will re-sign Gio. Matt Chapman is having a good year. It strikes me as one of those contract year type of things. I don't know who's going to be a third baseman. I would like it to be Oswald Peraza. That would be my vote. But I don't have a vote, unfortunately. Luke says, Derek, you and Pete should do Game Season Live one time. We already have done it twice. We did it for Carlos Rodon's first outing, and we did it another time. I don't remember what the other time was. Sehaj says, Nestor is coming back soon. We need him to pick it back up. Nestor has been outstanding for the Yankees the last few years, but this year I believe his ERA is over 5. And the issue was he couldn't get through the lineup that third time. Much like Clark Schmidt, You get around to the 6th inning or so, or 5th inning sometimes, and he was just running into trouble. But the first 3 or 4 were typically pretty strong. Hopefully, he's back to the Nestor we had for the last few years. We need him to pitch well. We need Severino to pitch better. And we need Rodon to pitch like he's being paid to pitch. But, hey, you know what I'm going to watch tomorrow morning? I'm going to watch Major League. This team needs a Major League second half winning streak. You remember when they had the cardboard cutout of the owner, the lady who wanted them to lose, and they would just peel off the pieces? Every time we win, we peel a section. And it was, that's what the Yankees need. They need that hot momentum. They need 2 months. And the way the Astros have beaten the Yankees' ass for the last several years, I'm telling you right now, if they have a good series against this Astros team, it might give them the confidence, it might give them the swag to go on a little bit of a run. But you cannot let up. I can't express how big tomorrow night is for Luis Severino. We need Sevy to be Sevy.
Game over, man. Game over.
Gabe says Major League, one of the best movies ever. We need that Major League winning streak. Ollie says, do you think the Yankees will sign Bader to an extension next season? I got to admit, Bader's a great player when he's on the field. I like watching Bader. I wasn't too thrilled when they traded for a guy who was in a walking boot. But since I've gotten to see him play, he's an outstanding player. That being said, he does spend a lot of time injured because he plays so hard. And if he doesn't play as hard, is he going to be the same type of player? I don't know. I love his energy. I love his hustle. I love that he's athletic. He's obviously done well in the postseason for the Yankees. So, would I re-sign him? I'd probably make him an offer. But again, there's not a lot out there on the free agent market you can replace him with. If Bellinger is available and wants to come to New York, you'd have to consider it. The Martian tonight hit 111 miles an hour off the bat. He's really been heating up. He hit over 300 in July. Double-A pitching a lot tougher than Triple-A pitching these days in terms of the arms. You see down there guys throwing harder. Triple-A is a lot more journeyman types. And, I really think Dominguez could make the team next year and could play left field. He almost made the team this year. He's 20 years old, just turned 20 years old this year. And I believe he led the Yankees in home runs this spring. And, at the time he was sent down. He had 4 at that point. Will we see him? Maybe. Depends on what he does this winter to get better. He might get a cup of coffee at AAA this season. Will they put him on the Volpe plan where he plays 3 weeks and then comes up next year? We'll see. But all that's going to factor into the Bader decision. All right, everybody, I'm going to call it a night. Tomorrow night, I will be back. And then once again, Saturday, taking the day off. And then I'll be back Sunday afternoon to finish off the sweep. I'll see you next time.
Ball game over.
Most impressive.